And welcome back to Casa-dos. We're here with our live studio audience. Thank you for coming, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Ronnie was good.
welcome back.
Yeah.
To our 7th episode.
Número 7.
Lucky number 7.
It's the good one, babe. This is the lucky one. This is where we're going to get the moolah. Just kidding. No, we're not. Maybe. Who knows? A ver, it's up to you guys.
Positive vibes share. Up here.
Yes. My name is Eduardo, and this lovely lady on my side is my wife,
Xochitl.
Yay!
Woo-hoo.
You got fans, baby. You got fans.
I got fans.
Calm down. She's married.
Twice.
So, today's episode is...
Yeah, so today we're going to be talking about the differences between being the oldest of 4
and the youngest of 3.
The different roles we play.
I was the babies.
Yes, and I was the oldest and the first one that came to life.
La ruca.
Yes, it wasn't easy, okay?
We were both accidents, though. We all know the first and the last are always accidents.
I guess, maybe.
You know what I mean, right?
If I was, I'm not upset. I'm really not.
Right? No, aquí estamos y no nos vamos, dijo César Chávez.
Así es. So, babe, so let's start something new here, okay? How about you tell us something you've learned this week?
What did I learn this week?
Something just quick and easy, simple. Because they say that we learn something every single day new.
Do we though? Like
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to test this out.
Let's see. What did I learn this week? I mean, does it have to be something smart? Or
no,
just anything that I retained.
Yes, that just popped up and you recall right now that you learned.
I learned. What did I learn?
I feel like I learned.
What did you learn? I bet you tell me.
Okay, so just throwing it out there. I could not put on lashes on, false lashes. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I've always gotten them done. So this week I actually learned how to put them on by myself.
Oh, snap! Nice.
So yes. Okay, it's an accomplishment for me.
You know, I mean, hey,
yeah,
the audience thinks that's great. You know what I mean? So that's pretty awesome. Me, all right then. So in that case, you learned a skill though. I mean, what did I learn? Okay, I'll tell you what I learned. I learned that potatoes are a very good like vegetable to grow if you're wanting to be a gardener, which is kind of like I want to get into. And I learned that potatoes are a good thing to grow because you literally cut a potato in half y de esas dos mitades te sale una like you can get anything from like 3 to 10 potatoes more from that half of a potato, and they're like super easy to grow. Now, from what I learned was that there's different types of potatoes, obviously, you know, like sweet potatoes, red potatoes, like gold potatoes, white potatoes. And I mean, it all depends on your area. I think here where we're at, from what I figured out, was we can grow pretty good potatoes. Like, so
that's
we'll see.
Cool.
I'll give it a try.
If we ever get a ranch or just a big lot house,
yes, 2 acres, so we can get llamas.
Vegetables. We could plant vegetables.
Yes.
Be organic.
Be organic. Be organic.
Which I doubt it, but okay. Let's think positive vibes. Positive vibes.
Yes.
We should, you know what? If we ever come out with merch, we should have the first one, Frank the Llama.
Frank the Llama.
Those who know.
Frank the Llama. Frank the Llama.
And I think the other one would be positive vibes.
Positive vibes.
Keep it positive vibes.
Keep it flowing. Keep it going. Yes. Suavecito.
Yes. So,
como dijo Elvis Crespo. O ¿cómo se llama?
I don't know.
Suavemente. No, so suavemente. Suavecito is the Justin Bieber.
What?
Wasn't the no,
Despacito.
I'm like suavecito. Suavecito.
You're thinking about something completely different, sir.
Oh,
yes, the audience thinks so too.
I'm sorry, guys. I get my music confused. Hey, Ronnie, calm down, bro. It's not that funny. All right.
So, babe, now that we we broke the ice here. Now, going back to our, topic here of the oldest versus the youngest, different things we learned, and we keep learning from that. What has been a big difference that you think that you as the youngest child from 3 could maybe be different from being the oldest, since you saw your brother being the oldest?
Oh, the difference is, I mean,
which it would be different, obviously, because he's way older than you.
Yeah, 19 years. Me, I'm just a...
But I mean, at that point, you would think that he has taken a big role.
Oh yeah. No, he took a lot of responsibility. Obviously, el pa renta, hacía todo rollo. Me, as the youngest, I mean, I was just there, like, ni tiraba la basura. I would just be wasting luz, jugando Nintendo.
Oh my God.
Despeinándome los pelos de los huevos. Right, everybody?
Excuse him. He doesn't know manners.
Es un decir allá en mi rancho eso. Me despeiné con el calor hasta los pelos de los huevos.
Eso es tan vulgar, babe.
No soy vulgar.
Eso es ser vulgar. Ya estamos en otros tiempos.
Babe, vulgar vende. O sea, está en las letras. Vulgar, vender. O sea.
No.
¿O verdad? What do you guys think? Am I vulgar? Leave it on the comments.
Por favor, leave it on the comments.
Leave it on the comments.
Okay, so tell us a little bit of your role as the youngest.
I was just supposed to be cute, Okay. I was like, I siempre estaba yo.
Well, I mean, first off, you were not even supposed to be a boy, from what I heard.
Who told you?
You were supposed to be Melissa.
Yeah, my mom didn't want to know what I was. She was like, este es el tercero, se dio. She had already had 2 boys before. Y esa va a ser una niña. So she was like, insisting it was a girl. Tenía hasta el nombre de Melissa picked out and everything. Y no, pues fue, la llevaron de palomas para Deming cuando nací yo. Y señora, aquí está su hijo. ¿Qué? Su niño. 3 days to name me.
Yeah.
She didn't have any boy names. Ya al último, pues no, ¿qué le ponemos? Ya mero me llamaba Refugio yo, y Refugio. Refugio Luis, Like,
oh my gosh.
Casi me ponía
Imagine?
José. Imagine my name would have been Rogelio Rofunio. Tercero de la Cruz.
Pancho.
Ew, Pancho. Shout out to Pancho the Barber. Hey.
Or even like, I don't know, just like those names.
Epifanio. Actually, I like that name. If we have a boy, I want to name him Epifanio. Pamphilo is my daughter. So that's
our little girl there.
But Epifanio would be Epifanio, middle name,
Epifanio, no, I can't. I couldn't be with you. I'm sorry.
Excuse you?
I just couldn't take you serious with that name.
Why not?
Imagine like.
What do you guys think, Epifanio? Nah, I think that's pretty funny. All right, I guess. Yeah, I agree with you guys.
Well, I mean, me, okay.
All right.
As the oldest, I feel like I was too young to even remember how much my parents really struggled. Mm-hmm. Because again, they were not here. I was born in Mexico, for those that don't know that. I was born in Nayarit, Santiago, Nayarit.
Donde se da el camarón.
Yeah. And and I feel like, from what I hear, I love to hear the stories from back then. I always ask my grandma, like my mom's mom, my grandma, Nana, to tell me stories from when she was growing up and stuff. Y le digo, like, dime, like, cómo era, like, usaban esto, usaban el otro, se vestían diferente. And then, from what my mom tells me, as being the first one, obviously they were happy. They're pretty much, they're light to this world. You're so mean.
Yeah, just kidding. Yeah, tú eres luz clarita.
Yeah. And from what I hear, I was a really pretty baby, okay? So I'm expecting my kids to look like me when I was little.
What happened? Oh!
Well, I don't know. You tell me because you're married to me.
Oh, she got me back. Yeah, right, guys? She got me back. She got me back.
Yeah, you tell me.
Ronnie, come down, buddy.
So I feel like, okay, so other than that, I just feel like growing up from what I remember, and then having, let's say, my brother Christian come along, I just feel like I had to always take care of him.
Oh, okay.
You know, or like be his, like, just always take care of him. And then my other brothers
like that
came
time
along.
you left him in school and you forgot him?
I forgot about him.
And you were already halfway home?
Yeah.
And he was there.
That's another story to tell.
Christian, I know what happened, bro. Don't worry. I'm on your side.
Probably he doesn't even remember. It was so long
Probably
ago.
not.
He was only in what?
Daniela
First grade,
Jaime.
probably. So I just feel like till this day, I just feel like a responsibility that I have to carry on because I have to show them, even though they're doing so much better than me, I feel like, I feel like they're doing so much better than me. They're in a better place, maybe.
They're still alive. Okay, guys, that's not. She doesn't mean in a better place. And
yeah. No. Like just in general, like they have their house. They bought their.
They have a mortgage. That's what she.
Yeah,
means.
And he has his family and everything. So I think that's a blessing already. But growing up, I just always felt like I had to be there. My parents would always tell me, me decían, like, tú eres el ejemplo para ellos, so si tú haces algo malo, like, ellos lo van a hacer también. So para mí fue algo like, okay, an eye-opener. That's why I really didn't do a lot of stuff that I hear my friends that did, That
she was a good girl. That's why I married her. I was like, hasta.
You could say that. And even my friends could say that. I've always been scared.
Allegedly.
Yes. I've always been scared to do anything. But I think a lot, like with all that said, I think being the oldest, you always have to like, even now, like when we make parties or even for Mother's Day, Father's Day, I have to text them sometimes and be like, hey, don't forget. I always feel like I have to be the one in the middle, like being like, hey, like reminding let's them, gather together.
Yeah, like don't forget to send.
Yeah, because like for example, you the youngest, I feel like you maybe sometimes would have forget, to like do certain things, and your brother had to remind you
all the time.
Yeah, and even like Jimena, for example. Yeah, Jimena will be like, well, I find out when you guys are doing something the day that you're doing something. And I'm like, girl, where are you at?
Yes.
And I'm like, you're supposed to be there, asking questions. I don't know. I ask a lot. And I feel like, again, being the oldest, you create a bigger bond with your parents, too.
Because you become the middleman to the kids.
Yeah.
All right, your parents, Sochi, it's like a mafia thing. We're going to need you to take care of your brothers for us. We're going to ask you a favor, and you're going to complete this favor for us.
Oh, my God. Is
that what it was?
No. Okay. No, even okay, so just to put it out there, Jimena says, okay, that's my little sister. That's the youngest. So she'll be like, the other day, she's like...
That's her.
She'll be like, I don't want to... Like, when I'm older, like, because I always talk about moving far, far away. And she'll be like...
Shrek and Fiona.
far away.
I want my swamp.
She'll be like, you can't move far away because you have to be close to my parents. You have to take care of them. If they need you or they need anything, you have to be there. So I feel like I have to be there, which I don't mind.
Yeah,
I love my parents. I would take care of them in a heartbeat, Yeah. But I feel like she already depends on me to take care of them,
Yeah, she's already pawning it off on
her. And I'm like, wow. She'll be like, I'll be financially there, but I won't be their presence. And I'm like, dang.
Yeah, she basically just said, you know what I mean?
Can you stop with that? We've talked about this.
You enjoy the sounds. If you don't like the sounds, please leave a comment. And if you do like them, also leave a comment. They're awesome.
I feel like you don't want to hear all that. You just want to hear us talk.
Who just wants to hear people talk?
I want to hear just people talk.
And that is just...
We're okay with everything else except those burping sounds.
Okay. So this just kind of blew up in our face.
Yes.
That was perfectly appropriate.
Yeah, but not every 5 minutes. Are we having an argument right now?
I think we are.
On live?
All right, guys. What's it going to be? Do we keep the sounds?
Please.
O aquí se arman los chingazos.
Please tell him.
Please comment, like, share, subscribe.
Yes.
Oh, no. I have a hair in my eye. There we go. You see? Mm-hmm. Even my hair tells me put more in. We need more cowbell.
So anyways, going back to the whole thing, I just feel like being the oldest, you get a bigger responsibility with having to gather everybody, having to look after everybody. I think that's always been, and I feel like we'll continue until maybe I pass.
To a new grade, or what's our graduating?
I pass to the afterlife.
The afterlife.
Yeah.
¿Verdad?
Well, yeah,
Okay.
that makes sense.
¿Verdad?
And everything else.
I'm gonna just play a random monkey some of this. Watch it. I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, I totally agree. And me, pues, I mean, I have no more parents to take care of but yours. The only one I would take care of would probably be my brother. So
you saying that, can you explain to them why you're saying that?
Oh, I have no parents, guys. I'm an orphan. My mother passed away and my father's gone as well, so...
You never knew your father, remember?
I never knew my father, but he's gone, so... it's a sad thing. But,
We'll talk more about that.
We'll hit that in another topic. But, yeah, I mean... I wouldn't mind taking care of your parents. Like, if she says, oh, you do it. I'm like, yeah. And even if you don't want to be financially there, you don't got to be financially there. We got them. Ustedes van a ser los youtuberos. Nos van a sacar de pobres para mantenerlos a todos. Free PS5s for everyone.
But yeah. So, I mean, those are different roles, I guess, as being the oldest and youngest we play as of, like,
Yeah.
I think
as
the youngest...
oldest, like, you have more on your shoulders. You feel like you're carrying more, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And as a young one, pues, you're just like, I'm the young one. Although sometimes it's reverse. So I've seen people where the younger, like the youngest of the brothers is the most responsible one. Mm-hmm. I have people in mind. I'm not going to say who it is, but you know what I mean? Like, los ves, you're like, damn, like he's younger than them and tiene acá todo. Y estos dos pobres acá,
Yeah, no. It could always switch. Roles switch all the time. But I guess between me and you, those are the differences,
A mí me dejaban hacer lo que quería hacer. Honestly. I would get in trouble, but obviously my trouble was very different to what my brother used to say when he used to get in trouble. Mm-hmm. And the other thing too, though, it's a little different, is that my brother was raised kind of more by my grandma because my mom was working here in the U.S. And me, I got lucky. When I was born, my mom was always there, like, siempre. So, I feel like I had more time with her to be the baby, to be... Más
chiqueado.
Yeah, literally, know. And, and my brother didn't have that much, but he would also say, like, he got to enjoy my grandma more, like, for her to raise him and stuff.
Yeah.
Lo bañaba, almost like, lo dejaba como sandpaper.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, my grandma said that she used to give some bad, like, showers, like, no salías limpio, salías lijado.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, on the other side, like, I feel like I got to enjoy my mom a little bit more, only because at that time, of course, I was the first one. My parents, again, we were in Mexico, and when my dad had to come over here and do all that stuff, and I had to be with I was with my mom more. But when my brothers came along, my mom was already working almost 3 jobs, so they didn't get to enjoy her as much. And talking about Jimena, tampoco. But the difference is that I didn't get the things they got. I was limited to clothes, to andaderas, to columpios, to all those things that babies need. I was very limited. People had to give me, give my mom, regalarle. When my brothers, and especially with, starting with Christian, she was able to now buy stuff. No se diga de Jimena. You know, she got the best stuff. Yes, she was
Who got
with
the $5,000 gaming computer?
yes, Jimena. You know, so my little sister obviously didn't get to enjoy her as like being there 100%, but got to enjoy my grandma for sure, and just get everything she wanted, she needed, pretty much.
Yeah.
Without any hesitation.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that was the difference on that part.
Yeah. And for me, you want to hear something crazy?
What?
It was a little different. For me, it was a little reverse. Because my brother does say he didn't have my mom, really, you know. Pero mi mamá would have my brother decked out like a motherfucker in that time.
Yeah.
Like, ella trabajaba aquí en los Estados Unidos. Él vivía en México. Ella mandaba dinero para allá. She would show, she has, you've seen the pictures. She had him bien vestido, con ropa buena, con todo. But yeah, she wasn't there. And for me, it was a little backwards. She was always there with me, but she was here in the U.S. illegally, so she really couldn't work. So ahí sí era where she didn't really have too much to be able to, like, hey, te voy a comprar. She would buy me, obviously, one pair of shoes that's, like, good-ass shoes. But, yeah, I had clothes for my cousins given to me. You know, like, hey, here's some shorts, here's some jeans, here's some this. Why? Well, porque no tenía ella.
Yeah.
But, hey, that's what it... But I had got her love unconditionally.
Yeah.
Me hacía huevitos con frijoles cuando yo quería, you know? So, you know what I mean? Like, it's a trade-off.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is, you know? And sometimes you don't realize that until you're actually thinking about it or you're actually talking about it, because like I remember when my mom tells me the stories, like when my dad had to, like, let's say for example, we were here already with my dad, and we were, you know, living with people because they were barely starting to get on their feet. I remember my mom tells me that when I were to get sick, we didn't have a car. And back then, I don't know how things were with them and families and stuff, but my dad had to run to get in the shade of a bus stop because it was raining and I was sick and he had me in his arms. And my mom said that he would just run to get in the shade so I wouldn't get wet, you know. And then I think to myself, I'm like, okay, pues the family, the cousins, like, why not help you, you know? But again, you know, I really don't know a lot, you know. Nunca se sabe, you know.
Yeah, well, that's too.
But I feel like nowadays, I feel like if I see anybody that needs
struggling,
like, that needs help, that is family or even friends, I feel like I'm there and I would be there 100%. Because I know you never know
when you're gonna need it.
Exactly. Like, la vida da muchas vueltas. Muchas. Ahorita estás abajo y mañana estás arriba. Mañana estás de lado, you know?
Y a veces estás perreando, you know? Va Bunny.
So, yeah, I mean, it's always think about it that way, you know? Like, you might need it, you know, you might not. You know, last time, like, one thing... Did I ever tell you the lady I gave a ride to? That she... I was coming from church. I went to Dunkin' Donuts.
I don't know.
No? And...
when was this?
It was a while back.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know if we were already together. But probably not, actually.
Probably not yet.
Yeah, I don't think so. And I was coming from church, you know. I went to Dunkin' Donuts, and I was in the drive-thru right on 91st Avenue in Thomas, right across from Banner. The girl was standing by the drive-thru with the little wristband from the hospital. And I don't know why
Era una loca, babe.
Maybe, I don't know, but I didn't think much of rolling down my window because she was saying something, and then she said that she just gave birth. Her son was in the hospital. They couldn't let her take him, and that she didn't have nobody to take her home, and she didn't have no money. So I was like, okay. At first, I thought about it, like, you know, I was like, okay.
That's kind of
what
weird.
do I like? You know, I felt bad. I really did, and I said to myself, I was like, God, if this girl is setting me up, or it's gonna be a, like, you know, a mistake or whatever, just be there with me no matter what. Take the wheel. Or si trae una navaja or whatever. So she asked me, like, please, can you drop me off just right there? She started telling me what her address was, and I was like, okay. I'm like, get in. So she got in, and I was listening to Christian music, and then she said, she goes, you know what? I used to be a Christian. You know, and she started saying her story and stuff. And I'm like, okay. And I started talking to her. And then I went to drop her off to her apartment.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. And I was just like, okay, I felt good because I felt like she really needed it. And I'm like, it's sad when you don't have somebody. I mean, she had her boyfriend, but she couldn't get a hold of him. He wasn't answering because I let her use my phone first.
Oh, okay.
So,
damn, that's even...
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
it was just something that happened so quick that I was just like...
So crazy.
You know, if it goes...
What a great wife, right, everybody?
So I'm like, if it goes sideways, you know, if it turns out bad, like, I don't know what her plans are. You know, I didn't know. I just felt like I needed to help her. So I helped her. And I was like, it's sad, especially if she just gave birth, couldn't take her son home. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's
maybe
what I'm
as
saying,
jaundice, something like that.
Yeah,
where,
maybe.
Like there's no reason for her to still be internada, but he has to stay because he has jaundice, and you know you gotta go home. You know.
Yeah. And the reason why I'm even sharing this is because I didn't think twice about, like, I did think twice about my safety, but I was like, if that was me, I was like, I would love for somebody to stop and help me out.
Yeah, you don't see that nowadays as much anymore. Like, eso se veía más antes. Like, yo me acuerdo también, mi mamá no manejaba. Like, my mom wouldn't drive. And, you know, times where, like, we'd be coming, when I was, like, little, coming home from, like, del mandado, caminando. I know I've known, like, twice, un taxista se paraba, and he's like, sube, mi mamá, no se preocupe. Si no me puede dar, no me dé, o lo que me quiera dar. We would pull, you know, he would, like, load it up, take it in. And, you know, my mom was like, oh, pues bueno, ahí le dan $10. Where maybe the fare would have been like $22 or something. And he's like, no, tómelo, oiga. Oh, okay. Y me acuerdo que uno de ellos le dijo, oiga, mire, usted márqueme. Yo no le voy a correr lo que ellos marquen. Si yo aquí estoy en esta área, si estoy desocupado, usted márqueme. Si nomás ocupa el mandado, voy y la llevo. Dice, dice, lo que usted me quiera dar. Dice, si no me puede dar ese día, está bien, lo que usted me quiera dar. And I was like, dude, that's a really nice Mexican dude, you know, like, era hispano, era un mexicano, era joven el muchacho. Y decía, no, vas con tu mamá al mandado. Yeah, I wish I would remember his name. Shout out to that dude, but yeah, because my brother was a truck driver, so he was out of state, you know. And I was too young to drive and stuff, so, you know, it's stuff like that. Like, yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, and, you know, I was just like, you know, I at the end, I was just like, okay. Like, I did it. Everything went well. I'm glad she's home. Yeah.
See, that's your mentality as the oldest, to be helpful to people. Yeah. Me as the youngest, I've been like, you know, I mean, you know that, but that's how I was.
Yeah, no, but now, like, if we're talking about, that was maybe, I would say probably, well, if we were not, like, together, it would have been years back, but right now, we can't say that.
Yeah, no, ahorita ya está.
It's very, very dangerous, so don't go out there and do that.
Don't pick up hitchhikers.
Yes, please. But yeah, babe, I mean,
that was our experience as me as the baby. You
as the oldest.
Yeah, there you go. I like it.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Tell us, were you the oldest, the youngest, the middle child that gets all the bad vibes? Huh? We'll have a middle child over on the episode one of these days. Yes. Tell us what your experience was. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe.
Yes.
The YouTubes, the Spotifys. Andamos
Stay
por donde sea como herpes. You know,
share our videos.
It's been subscribe. It's been a good episode. Don't think about it. Just do it. We're gonna be here every Tuesday.
We're gonna be giving giveaways, guys. Like,
help us get 100.
We're not getting paid for this, but we will do it.
And we're gonna get 100. Once we get 100, yeah!
Yay!
Hey! Shout out to our studio audience, everybody. Rodney, thank you for being here every week. Have a great night.